I'll present first a couple of case studies, and then I'll go on for explaining how remedial waterproofing works. This is a typical case of a basement in Bombay, and this basement is basically sixth level underground basement, approximately 40 meters below the ground level, and it is very close to the river Mithi, which is near the BKC. Initially, when we were called for the work, when we saw the site, we saw that the water was simmering and all that, and there was not very active leakage. But from our experience, we understood that there must be a huge quantity of water behind the retaining wall. So we did an initial hole of 14 mm, and from what I have seen, just after 3 months, these photographs were taken. But I had visited this site maybe 6 months back. There was no leakage in this site till now. The case study of this is a practically we are working in a tunnel in a cement plant where the water where there's a continuous flow of clinkers and it is supposed to be totally dry, but because of lot of congestion of cement dust, and there was a leakage because of the life of the tunnel was quite 30 years old and needed maintenance. The water was coming from the walls and the construction joints, and the whole floor of the tunnel was filled with maybe 12 inches to 15 inches of muddy water, which was full of cement and all. You can see the person's feet are inside the muddy water while doing injections. And this was the condition of after 3 months, we have taken the photographs of that same area, and it is still like that after 5 years. Now I'll come to what is actually remedial waterproofing. The remedial waterproofing is basically stopping of all leakage of water, which from either from the positive side or the negative side. In many cases, the problems will manifest themselves as either active running leaks or dampness or something. There are either we can different kind of methodologies, either doing it from the positive side or from the negative side. Most of the time, negative it has to be done from the negative side. So the injection techniques are the only certain and reliable way to deal with these active leaks on a permanent base. And it is a fact that injections can be the fastest solution to solve these water leakage problems, which is there with the active leakage going on. Common techniques in this thing, remedial waterproofing is either using membranes, that is liquid applied membranes or preformed membranes from positive side or negative side only if there's no running water, or there is cementatious or crystalline waterproofing, which is from the negative side if there is no running water. So we have to do injections first, and then later on we can do the crystalline coating after that. I'll give you a classic examples of remedial waterproofing. Most of the podium slabs are leaking because of there are gardens on the top, or there are cracks in the podiums because of not proper waterproofing or age in waterproofing done, and basically or the retaining walls where the maybe the preformed membranes which has been done at the initial time of doing waterproofing has failed. These are the different types of injections which we have done over a period of last 25 years. This is a famous spot in Delhi, the Pragati Maidan tunnels, which we have been doing since last 1 year. And we have successfully stopped, I would say, 80% of the leakages in the tunnel till now. I'll come to the PU injections in remedial waterproofing. What are the common uses? It's basically used for retaining walls, basement, structural repairs of the concrete also, because there are structural PUs which are available, which can strengthen concrete. It can be used for waterproofing. It can be used as a curtain wall, curtain grouting in diaphragm walls, grouting between secant piles, crack injections or joint injections of podiums or retaining walls, which can be used with low viscous, low foaming injection grouts, soil stabilizations, masonry wall injections with highly flexible, low foaming, low viscous PU grouts, tunnel wall cracks, or porous concrete structures. The types of PU injections are single component or double component, or there are acrylic gels which are of 4 components, silicate gels are there. So there are various amounts of material available now, and which can be used very properly. I would come to the common mistakes in waterproofing resins. This is too much of catalyst which is added. If it is done that, the reactions will not be there properly. There might be faster reactions because of connection with water. If there's a less catalyst, then there will be no reaction much. The plasticizing effect of the foam will be less. The cure resin has low mechanical properties, bad quality cell foams. There are PU materials which are available with solvents in it, which will not allow the foam to form properly, and after some time the foam will reduce in size and the leakage will start again. So it is always advisable to use solvent-free PU resins. And for consolidation during the soil stabilization, if the right material is not used and there is not enough penetration, and there will be structural movement issues also. So we have to be very careful in what kind of material we are selecting for PU. And if the right amount of mix is done, if it is given by the manufacturers, you should 1:1 by volume, then you should use it that way only. Difficulties, I want to ask, do we really need to do these difficult systems of remedial waterproofing to the architects, the consultants, to the building owners? What we really need for this is design of proper waterproofing systems from the basement to terrace, which is now easily available. There are a lot of technologies available and we can really work hard on it. And if required, we can, all of us come together and work on that systems. And I would say to the developers and all that, waterproofing is always being treated as the adopted child or something in the construction industry. Hardly there's a cost of few percent in the whole construction costing. But when it fails, yeah, the whole project fails. So I would request the developers, the architects, and the specifiers, and realize that the waterproofing is taken care and given the due respect, and taken means the care has to be taken to do the waterproofing right from the start, so that you don't have to go back into the remedial waterproofing. Thank you.